We're back, and you are back in my house again. That's okay. We're going to do our math lessons together. I got my blinking reindeer lights on because it's getting closer and closer to the holidays. I'm super excited. So let's get started. Today we are on lesson 28. All right, lesson 28 says I can solve addition problems using 10 as a unit and write two-step solutions. Okay, that means we're going to have two different steps that we have to work on. So let's look at what we have to do, okay? Before we do that, let us pause and get ready for our brain warm-up. Okay, now before I have you go work on your sprint today, let's look at some fluency with me because I want us to make sure that we really understand how a teen number can break apart into tens and ones. So let's look at this. Now, I'm not going to do it exactly the same way as what it says on our slide here. So let's listen to what I want you to do, okay? We know that this number is 13. If I ask you to say it the say 10 way, you would say 10, 3. If I asked you how many tens, you would say there's 1 10. If I asked you how many ones, you would say 3 ones, okay? So the number is 13, 10, 3, 1 10, 3 ones. Let's look at another one. What's this number? 12. If I say it the say 10 way, 10, 2. If I ask you how many tens, 1 10. If I ask you how many ones, 2 ones. 1 10, 2 ones make 12. How about 14 the say 10 way? 10, 4. I have 1 10, 4 ones. 1 10, 4 ones make 14. Look at 15, say the say 10 way. 10, 5. I have 1 10, 5 ones. I have 1 10, 5 ones makes 15. About 14. The say 10 way, 1 10, 4. I have 1 10, 4 ones. 1 10, 4 ones make 14. All right, let's keep going. Now, here's where you're going to pause and you are going to work on your sprint today. You've got 2 minutes. Pause this video, set your timer for 2 minutes, complete as many of these as you can in 2 minutes. Remember, you're doing it however many you can get correctly done in 2 minutes. So if you get 4 done in 2 minutes, then you get 4 done in 2 minutes, as long as they are correct, okay? So look at your problems. I only see addition right now, but once you get over here, you're looking for the add-ins, not the total. Here you're looking for the totals. Be careful, okay? So pause your video right here, go work on that for 2 minutes, and then come back to me and we'll do our application problem, okay? Okay, friends, you should be back and you should be ready to go. We are working on our application problem. Now, I don't have my detective hat again today, and that's okay. We're going to pretend that I have detective antlers. See my little detective antlers? But I know I'm corny, guys. I know. It's okay. A little holiday humor ain't going to kill us. All right, so what is the first thing good number detectives do when we have a word problem? We read through it. So let's read. It's kind of like following our RDW that we've been working on. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you guys can see my board. Okay, and we're going to kind of follow this unless it tells us to do something different. So let's read first. Ruben has 7 blue cars and 6 red cars. If Ruben puts all of his blue cars in his car carrier that carries 10 cars, how many red cars will fit in the carrier and how many will be left out of the carrier? Okay, we've read. Now let's look back and see if there's anything we can draw, okay? Ruben has 7 blue cars and 6 red cars. Okay, now can we draw something? Yes, we can. Ruben has 7 blue cars. So let's draw 7 blue cars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, you know what? I drew 7, but did I do a very good job writing my 5 group rows? So I'm going to go back and I'm going to fix that. Oh, I lost my eraser. Hold on, guys. Okay, so I'm going to erase this because I didn't draw it the right way. I want to do 5 group row, or could I do a column? Let's do that. Let's do a column. So let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, I have to have a space just like I would if I was doing my rows. 6, 7. Now, do I have enough to make 10 there? No, I only have 7 blue cars. All right, now, Ruben also had 6 red cars, so let's draw 6 red cars. Now, I have 7 right here, so let's keep going down till we make 10. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 red. Now I can draw a line through this one because there's 10. You can't see my line at all, can you? Let's try that again. Uh-oh, my marker's not working. Hold on, guys. There we go. Now you can see that this makes a whole row of 10. I still have my 7 blue cars here. Now, if Ruben puts all of his blue cars in his car carrier that carries 10 cars, here's my car carrier that carries 10 cars. How many red cars will fit in the carrier? How many will be left out of the carrier? So if this is my carrier, how many did we leave out? We left out 3. How many did we put in there? How many red ones? 1, 2, 3. We have 3. So how many cars will be left out of the carrier? How many cars will be in the carrier? 3. So we can say 3 cars are in the carrier. And 3 cars are out of the carrier. All right. Now, do we have to write an addition or subtraction problem with that? No, we didn't, because we could say that there's 7 and 6, but we didn't need a total, did we? We just needed to know how many were inside and how many were outside. Okay, so let's see. Did we read the problem? Yep. Did I draw my problem? Drew it here, and I labeled it here. Did I write out a number sentence? On this one, we did not. But did I write a statement to match my story? Yes. So if I add the question, how many red cars will fit in the carrier and how many will be left out of the carrier, I can say 3 cars are in the carrier and 3 cars are left out of the carrier. So that will help me solve my mystery. Okay, so that case is closed. We can actually erase and move on and get ready for our lesson today with our video. Hold on. Okay, friends, let's get this video going. I believe we are working with Miss Duckett today.
Hi, mathematicians.
Hey, Miss
It's
Duckett.
Miss Duckett here, ready to guide you through another math lesson. I'm so excited to learn with you all today. Today, we are going to be solving problems and writing 2-step solutions. If you're ready, let me hear you say, ooh, oh yeah, I'm ready.
Ooh, oh yeah, I'm ready.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get started.
Let's
Let's start off with a number sentence.
Okay.
Let's solve.
If you don't have your whiteboard ready, you better get it. If you have something that you need to write on, paper, pencil, whatever you need, get it now so we can work on our number sentences.
8 plus 4 equals something. Go ahead and press pause and use your personal whiteboards to solve this problem. Remember, you can always use linking cubes if you need extra support. I'll be right here waiting when you get back.
Okay, now you have lots of different strategies you can use to solve 8 plus 4. You can draw a picture, you can count on, you can do all kinds of different ways. You pick the one that's going to work the best for you, okay? I'm going to count on in my head. I'm going to say 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. If you drew it out, you're going to draw 8, and 4 more. And then you're going to add them all up together. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, you choose how you want to solve that and then solve that. Then let's keep going. You could even say, I know that how many more do I need to make 10? 2 more. How many more do I need to make 4 if I have 2? 2 more. Can I say 8 plus 2 equals 10? Plus the 2 equals 12. So there's lots of different ways you can do this. All right. I'm going to erase that. Let's just erase that and rewrite it. All right, I'm gonna hit play. Did I not hit
Welcome
play?
back. Well, what's 8 plus 4?
We got 12.
That's right. 8 plus 4 equals 12. Let's look at the number 12. Do we have any 10s in the number 12?
Look,
Give
we
me a
have,
thumbs up if yes, or a thumbs down if no.
yes, we do. We have 1 10 in 12.
Yes, we do. How many 10s do we have?
We have 1.
You got it. We have 1 10. Do we have any extra ones?
There's our ones place. We have 2 of them.
That's right. We have 2 extra ones. In the number 12, we have 1 10 and 2 extra ones. 1 10 and 2 extra ones make the number 12. 1 10 and 2 ones. 8 and 4. Hey, mathematicians, I have some questions. We just solved 8 plus 4. Do we have any 10s in the number 8?
Nope, no 10s in the number 8, do we?
No,
Okay.
we don't. Do we have any 10s in the number 4?
Nope, no 10s in the number 4.
That's right, we don't. So then how did we take 8 and 4, which has no 10s, to get an answer of 12, which has 1 10 and 2 ones? Take a moment to think.
How did we get a 10 and some ones?
Well, mathematicians, I have my friend Daniel who's going to help us answer this question. Say hi, Daniel.
Hi, Daniel.
Okay, so Daniel, my friends and I just solved the problem. 8 plus 4 equals something. And we found out that it equals 12. But then we noticed that 8 has no 10s and 4 has no 10s. So we were wondering, how did we take 2 numbers that has no 10s to get an answer of 12 that has 1 10 and 2 ones?
We added 8 and 4 together.
Okay. Well then, how did we add 8 and 4 together to make 1 10 and 2 ones, which equals 12?
I broke apart 4 into 2 and 2. Then I added 8 and 2 to make 110. And then added 2 more ones.
Okay, so mathematicians. While Daniel was speaking, I was thinking a lot about the number sentences. Let's see if my number sentences matches how you explained how you solved this problem. Okay, so to solve 8 plus 4, you broke apart 4 into 2 and 2.
Now we did that just a minute ago.
Then you wanted to make 10 because we know 10 is a friendly number. So you added 8 and 2 together. A number sentence could be 8 plus 2 equals 10. So now we have 1, 10, and 2 extra ones, and you added those together. So 10 plus 2 equals 12. Go, Miss Duckett. Did I explain that correctly, Daniel?
You got it, Miss Duckett.
Great work, Daniel.
Okay, now before we move on, I want you to look at this another way, okay? It's going to explain it just like this, but I want you to see it in a visual representation you might understand. Sorry guys, I accidentally unplugged my camera. Okay, so let's look at this as a visual, and I'm going to try to explain this as a visual that you might understand. Now we know that a 10 frame has a spot for 10. Oh, I only made 8. Let's make it 10. We know that a 10 frame has a spot for 10 different things. Now, if I have 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, plus 4 more. 1, 2, I'm going to put these down here, 3, 4. You can look at it like this, okay? I have 8 plus 2 more in my frame equals 10. Then I took my 10 plus the 2 outside my frame equals 12, okay? Then I can look at it like this. This 2 and this 2 made up my 4. So here's 2, and you know what? We can even change this to red to make it look like 2 inside the frame, 2 outside the frame, okay? Because we know it took 2 more to make 10, okay? Now, on our next problem, I'm going to show you the same way we did it. So let's keep watching Miss Duckett. I got to share my screen again. All right, here we go. Let's push play.
Thank you so much for helping my friends and I. It's about time to say bye to Daniel. Say bye.
Bye, Daniel.
Well, mathematicians, I want you to write on your personal whiteboards exactly what I have on my personal whiteboard. Go ahead and press pause, and I'll be right here waiting when you get back.
You should already have this on your whiteboard.
Now, I want you to pick up your imaginary phone and go ahead and pretend to tell a friend about how these number sentences show that we made 110 and 2 ones when we solved 8 plus 4. Go ahead and do that now.
Okay, so like we were talking about, get your magic phone. Like we were talking about when we made the 10 frame, we had 8 in our frame, but we needed 2 more to make 10. So then we took our 10 frame and filled it up. So 8 plus 2 was 10. Then we had 2 left over outside of our frame, and we said 10 plus 2 equals 12.
So mathematicians, today, as we solve our problems, our goal is to write 2 number sentences to show how we make 110. Are you ready for another problem?
Let's do this.
Great, let's get started. Now let's solve 8 plus 5 equals something. Are there any 10s in the number 8?
Nope, no 10s.
Nope. Are there any 10s in the number 5?
Nope, no tens.
Right. There's no tens in the number 5. Well, let's go ahead and solve 8 plus 5 and see what our answer is.
Okay,
What are some ways that we can solve 8 plus 5?
I'm gonna pause for a second because let's talk about the different ways. We could count on, right? We could break apart 5 to make a 10, or we could also use our 10 frame. So let's look at 8 plus 5. I'm gonna write it on our board here. My board keeps falling, so bear with me, guys. I'm gonna say 8 plus 5 equals something. We don't know what that is yet, but we know it's gonna have a 10 in it. So I'm gonna make a 10 frame. Yeah, mine's a little sloppy, but that's okay. I'm gonna fill in my 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I'm gonna take a totally different color and I'm gonna make my 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now let's look at this. What did I break my 5 into? 2 and 3, because I have 2 inside my frame and 3 outside my frame. So let's go ahead and break that apart. I have 2 inside my frame and 3 outside my frame. I can zoom in a little bit. Okay, so now I can say 2 plus 8, here's my 8, here's my 2, 8 plus 2 equals, look at that, 10. Okay. Then I'm going to say 10 plus, what did we have left over? 3 equals 13. So 8 plus 5 equals 13. Now, let's see if we are right. Whoops, hold on, guys. I'm pushing the wrong things. Hold on. All right, let's see if we got it right.
I heard a lot of different ideas. I heard one person say that we can count on, like this. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. What's 8 plus 5?
13.
Bada boom, bada bing, you got it. That's right. 8 plus 5 equals 13. Well, let's think about the number 13. Do we have any tens in the number 13?
We do. We have 1 10.
That's right. We have 1 10. Do we have any extra ones?
We have 3 extra ones.
Yes, we have 3 extra ones. So once again, we started off with 2 numbers that have no tens. 8 has no tens, and 5 has no tens. But when we added them together, we got an answer of 13, which has 1 10 and 3 ones. Let's make a number sentence to show how we made 1 10 and then added extra ones. How many more does 8 need to get to 10?
We decided it needed 2 more.
That's right. We need 2 more. Let's break apart 5 into 2 and 3.
So here's our 2, here's our 3. Now, if you don't need to make this, then you don't have to.
Now, let's add our 2 to the 8. Our number sentence would be 8
plus 2
plus 2
equals 10.
equals 10. How many extra ones do we still need to add?
We need to add up our 3 extra ones. Here's our 3 here, here's our 3 here.
Yes, 3 extra ones. What number sentence can we use to add that together?
10 plus 3 equals 13.
You got it. 10 plus 3 equals 13. Great mathematicians, this helps me understand how we added 8 and 5 together to make 1 10 and 3 ones. Let's solve another one.
Okay.
Now
I'm going to
let's solve.
pause just for a second so you can erase and I can erase. Now, remember, if you don't need to make a 10 frame and you can just break apart your number to make 10, then by all means do it. Okay. But if you need that extra step to maybe help you understand how to break apart your number, then go ahead and draw it out. It's not going to hurt you to have it. Okay.
9 plus 6 equals something. Does 9 have any 10s?
Nope. Oops.
Say no way, Jose.
No way, Jose.
That's right. 9 doesn't have any 10s. Well, does 6 have any 10s?
Nope.
Nope, it doesn't. So let's see what happens when we add 9 and 6 together.
Okay.
Let's try counting on.
Let's do it.
Get ready.
We're going to put 9 in our head.
9,
10,
11,
11, 12,
12,
13,
13,
14, 15.
15.
So I have 6 fingers and I got
Mathematicians.
15.
What's 9 plus 6?
15.
You got it. 9 plus 6 equals 15. Do we have any 10s in the number 15?
Yep, we have 1 10.
Yes, we have 1 10. And do we have any extra ones in the number 15?
We do. We have 5 ones.
Yes, we have 5 extra ones. So 1 10 and 5 extra ones make the number 15. Let's write number sentences to see how we added 9 and 6 together in order to make 1 10 and 5 ones.
Okay, I'm going to pause for a second because I want to fill out my 10 frame to help me visualize 9 plus 6. Okay, so I'm going to fill in my 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Now I'm going to use my red marker and I'm going to make 6. Remember, you fill in what's left in your 10 frame and then put the rest at the bottom, okay? So I'm going to make 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, how many did I put in the frame for 6? I put 1 in the frame for 6. How many are outside the frame for 6? 5. Okay, so I know that 9 plus 1 more equals 10. Okay, and then I know that I take my 10 and I add up what's left over, my 5, to 10. So I know that 10 plus 5 equals 15. Now let's see if Miss Duckett did it the same way we did.
When you look at the number 9, how many extra ones do we need in order to get to 10?
We determined we only needed 1 more.
That's right. We need 1 extra one to make 10. Let's break apart 6 into 1 and 5. Now we can make 10. Our number sentence would be 9 plus 1 equals 10.
We said 9 plus 1 or 9
How many
plus
extra
1.
ones do we still have?
We have 5 extra ones.
Yes, 5 extra ones. So our number sentence would be 10 plus 5 equals 15. I want to see you try one all by yourself.
Okay, let's
You
do
got
one.
this. I want you to solve 7 plus 5 equals something. Go ahead and press pause. Use your personal whiteboards to solve this problem. Make sure you write 2 number sentences to show how we make 10 and how we add our extra ones. Go ahead and do that now, and I'll be right here waiting when you get back.
Okay, so let's write. If you haven't already erased it and wrote it down, go ahead and do that. Okay, so our problem is 7 plus 5 equals something. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and make my 10 frame. Again, if you don't need the 10 frame to help you see it, you don't need to draw it. This is just an extra step to help you, okay? So I know I'm going to have 7, so I'm going to put in 7 in my 10 frame. And then I'm going to add my 5 more. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, how many did I have inside the frame and how many did I have outside of the frame for 5? I have 3 inside my frame and 2 outside my frame. So that means I'm going to split my 5 up into 3 and 2, okay? Then I know that 7 plus 3 more equals 10 because it filled up my frame. Okay, 7 plus 3, 7 plus 3, that equals 10. But I'm not done yet because now I've got to take my 10 and add up what's left over. So 10 plus my 2. And 10 plus 2 is 12. So let's see if we are right. 7 plus 5 equals 12. Let's count on. Ready? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh my gosh, guys, I think we might be right. Let's check with Miss Duckett.
You're back. Well, I hope you worked really hard. Does your work match my work?
We've got our 7 and 3. Our
Great
5
job.
and 3.
It's okay if it didn't. You can always use this time now to press pause and go ahead and correct your work. Well, mathematicians, you did an excellent job today. Now it's time for the problem set. Your must-do problems are 1, 2, and 6. Remember to do your best work for 10 minutes. I'll see you next time.
Bye, Miss Duckett. All right, guys, let's pull up our problem set. All right, we are going to do 1, 2, and I think she said 6. So let's look at that, okay? I want to make sure you understand what it's asking you to do before you go out and do it. So, I'm trying to erase all my stuff off my board here, guys. It's not working very well. All right, here we go. Let's look at this. Let's zoom out a little bit so you're not seeing my head up close. There we go. Okay. It says solve the problems. Show your solution in 2 steps. Step 1, write 1 number sentence to make 10. Step 2, write 1 number sentence to add to 10. Now, if you don't know what that means, look here. Here's an example of what it should look like when you are finished. Now, if you need to do the 10 frame to help you visualize it, you can do it on your personal whiteboard, or if you want to draw it out on here, you can do that also, okay? So let's look at numbers 1 and 2. I'm going to do number 1 with you. You are still going to fill it in on your own, but you're also going to do number 2 on your own, okay? So let's look. 9 and 5, 9 plus 5. So I'm going to go ahead and draw out my 10 frame so you guys can see it too. Okay. Let me see if I can't make this pretty. I'll try my best. All right, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's not exactly straight, but that's okay. Now I'm going to use 2 different colors to represent the 9 and the 5, okay? So let's go ahead and fill in our 9 first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, and 9. Now I'm going to change my colors and I'm going to do 5. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now let's look. How did we break up our 5? We broke it into 1 inside my frame. Make it a little smaller today. I have 1 inside my frame, and how many outside my frame? Let's count them. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 outside my frame. Now I can say 9 plus 1. We have 9 plus 1 equals 10. Because here's 9 plus 1 more that filled up our 10 frame equals 10. Then I'm going to say 10 plus, how many were outside our frame, or how many do we have left over? 4 equals 14. Now, can I double check myself by counting on? So I can say 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. How many did I have? 5. Yeah. So let's put our 110 and our 4 1s to show 14. Okay. You're going to do the same thing on number 2. If you don't want to use the 10 frame, that's up to you. If you do, you can either do it on here on your problem set, or you can do it on your whiteboard. Okay. All right, let's come down here. Let's read our instructions. Solve, then write a statement to show your answer. Okay, so number 1 has kind of been done for you. So let's look at number 6. Cece made 7 frosted cookies and 8 cookies with sprinkles. How many cookies did Cece make? Okay, so let's see. You know what I could do with this? I could turn it into a 10 frame. I can make my lines cooperate here. There we go. Now I could show my 7 frosted cupcakes, or I'm sorry, frosted cookies. Let's go with this one. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I'm going to show my 8 that have sprinkles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Now you'll notice up here, it has 2 areas where you can make plus signs or addition sentences, but there's nothing down here. So that means we have to fill them in ourselves. So what was our first sentence? It was, we have 7 frosted frosted cookies. I got cupcakes on the brain, guys. Plus, whoops. Whoa, oh no. Sorry, guys. Got away from me. Plus 8 cookies with sprinkles equals how many? Let's see. 7, let's do 8. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So how many? We had 15. Now, we knew that if we broke apart our 8, I can do it, into 3 and 5, that we could say 7 plus 3 equaled 10. Then we could say that 10 plus 5 outside of the frame here equals 15. So how many cookies did Cece make all together? She made 15 cookies. Okay, guys, now you are doing 1 and 2 on your own, number 6 on your own, and the exit ticket on your own, okay? Make sure you're completing all the steps. I need to see both number sentences, and I need to see your answers. Now, again, if you want to make the 10 frame and fill it in that way to help you see this part right here, then by all means go for it, okay? If not, don't worry about it. If you can do this in your head, you can show it to me right here just by doing this without having to do this, go for it. But I do want to see that number bond. Show me how you broke it apart. Okay. All right, guys, let me stop sharing real quick. We are actually almost done with this unit. We have one more lesson to go in this unit, okay? So, or in this module. So once you finish today's lesson, we'll have one more lesson to go for this unit, and it'll be right before Christmas break. What a fantastic way to finish up Christmas break. So I'll see you guys tomorrow when we do lesson 29. Bye, friends.